Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Molly Summers if you're new here, and if you're joining yet again, I appreciate it so much. So let's just get started. Today I'm going to do some tips and tricks on video calls through Zoom, Skype, and FaceTime, any of the possible ones that you're using. Obviously, we're kind of in a pandemic right now, and if you're lucky enough to be working from home, you're working from home and you're probably making a lot of video conference calls. So I just thought I would give some tips and tricks on how to make your better lighting. Obviously, not everyone has studio lighting. I do have studio lighting, so I do kind of have that privilege. But not everyone has studio lighting. Not everyone knows the best lighting angles. So, in the best angles for your face, just to try to make yourself look more presentable. Obviously, you are working from home, so you want to try to look as professional as possible, and you want to give the best angles, and you want the best lighting. So let's get started. My first tip would be to find a window in your house. You don't want the window to be in the back of you. You don't want the window to be on the sides of you. You want the window to be in front of you. So you would be sitting here or standing here, and the window is going to be directly in front of you. That's going to cast the best light. That's going to cast the most soft diffused light there is. It's a beautiful light. Natural lighting is definitely something I like to work with if I have that opportunity. So I would highly suggest just finding a window if you can. The next tip and trick would be to be able to use your phone to find the best lighting if you're not exactly sure what the best lighting is. A lot of times you can do your FaceTime on your phone if you have an iPhone, or you can also download Skype or Zoom and do it on your phone too. So you can literally just drag your phone around and find the best lighting in your apartment, in your home. You can literally take your phone and drag it around with you, holding it, and find the best lighting in your home. It's also going to be at a better angle when you hold it up slightly above you, but you're just going to want to kind of drag it around, find the best lighting. You could do this and then actually set up your workstation if you are using a computer, because it's obviously kind of hard to carry your computer around your house. And then once you found that better lighting, set up your computer area and hop on your video conference from your computer because you found your best lighting with your phone, or you could just use your phone as well. My third tip for lighting is if you don't have a window accessible to you and you haven't found that right lighting with a phone, maybe getting a lamp. It could literally just be a little small bedroom lamp, any type of lamp you have in your house. And what you're going to want to do is put it directly behind the phone, the computer, and you're going to want to set it up. So let's say I'm going to use my mirror as pretending it's a computer. Like, you can see me blocking light when I raise it up. But I'm going to be using a mirror and pretend this is a computer. You're going to want to put that lamp behind the computer to brighten up your face. Fourth option, which would cost you a little bit of money, not much, would be to get a mini ring light. I actually have my phone mounted on a big ring light when I film, but a good idea would be, and I'll pop it up here, would be like a little mini ring light. They're not too expensive and you can get them from Amazon. Again, you would use that same trick with a lamp the way you would with a ring light, and you're just going to put that ring light behind the laptop, so your laptop's here and your ring light would be here. The fifth tip I have would be, you know, the little selfie ring lights they have that you can put on your phone. You can get one of those, or maybe you already have one of those. That would be great to use to light up your phone, or you could also put it on your laptop to light up your laptop. My next tips and tricks are going to be how to find your best flattering camera angles. Okay, so one, you're going to want to always, like when I'm filming, my camera is up here and I'm down here. So my camera is up higher, and now while I'm sitting up higher, it's like, when I say it's up higher, like I'm like having to stretch my arm out to touch my camera. And that's kind of hard. So my camera's up a little bit higher than I am, even though it doesn't look like it is because I haven't mounted. So you're going to want to take something like a mini filing cabinet, a box, anything like that that could lift your laptop up. It's going to give you a more flattering angle, because you don't want things to be too high, but you don't want them to be directly leveled with you, and you don't want them to be too low either, or else you're going to look like this. So you want it slightly above you. So taking a box or something would be great to set your laptop up a little bit higher on your desk. Also, you're not going to want to be right up on your camera. Like I said, I'm a good distance away from my camera. I have like a table in between me, and like I'm just sitting here. You can see my hand. I'm not touching my camera at all. So it's like not too far away. It's a good table length, a good like a desk table or a vanity type table length away from me. So you want it to be not too close to you. Next tip that I have would be getting on your Zoom call or any of the calls. I know with Zoom this would work. You can get, it would even work with FaceTime and Skype, and you can angle yourself and you can figure out your best angle, and your best lighting is to actually get on your call before it starts, because it lets you kind of see a visual of what you're going to look like and what everyone else is going to see. So if you just take 5 minutes maybe before your conference call starts, and you can get the best angle and the best lighting just hopping on a short time before your conference call starts. Next tip would be to use a tripod. I have a mini camera tripod. There's some great ones on Amazon. I'll link one up there above if you want to spend some money on a tripod and you're not using your laptop but you're actually using your phone. It would be a good idea to have a tripod. One that sits up, I don't know, about that high. They have ones that go a little bit higher, but one that sits up about that high would be really great. And you can just hook your phone into it and you can talk from there. That way you'll have that slightly elevated angle on your desk while you're talking on your phone. So that's a great idea. My next tip is actually going to be, you're going to want to look professional. So you're going to, you know, every day people are used to seeing you, not unless you're just someone who doesn't wear makeup at all. Most people put like probably a little bit of mascara on or a little bit of concealer, something to make themselves look a little bit presentable when they go to work. So you're just, you know, I'm not taking like, you don't need to do a full face like this. I have a 5-minute video that I will link down below and link in the little icon that's up here. If you want to click on it, I'll watch about a quick 5-minute tutorial about how to just really quickly get your makeup done and hop on Zoom, because I've had to do that so many times. I would suggest just a little bit of concealer, a little bit of mascara, and a little bit of lip balm. Maybe a little bit of lip balm that has a sheer tint to it. That way you just look a little bit more live, a little bit better. I'm not even talking about doing what you would normally do to go to work or anything like that, just something to make you look a little bit more alive. Obviously going to want to do something with your hair. I'm not saying curl your hair. You can wear it up in a nice sleek bun. You can wear it down. You just obviously don't want to have uncombed hair or anything like that. So just do a little bit of something to your hair, or if you want to curl it, you could literally curl like just the front parts. I do this all the time, and I leave the back part uncurled and I hop on camera and you think my whole entire hair is curled, but I only curled the front of it because I'm lazy or don't have time or whatever like that. It's a great tip. Next tip is wearing a nice a blouse or something that you would wear to work. Just a nice shirt or a nice t-shirt, something that doesn't have holes in it, something that you wouldn't wear to bed, something that doesn't look ratty, something that looks a little bit professional and presentable. But don't get it wrong. See if I can lift my leg up here. You can't see me, but I'm actually wearing sweatpants down below. Anytime I film, guys, I always have sweatpants or leggings on. I never have jeans or dress pants or skirts on. I am always in sweatpants. So like right now I have a really nice top on and you would have never guessed that. Very presentable. But down below I have pants on that have sweatpants on. So that's just a nice little tip, just to make you look a little bit more professional, a little bit polished from up here, but they don't know what's going on down here. The next tip I have is deciding on a room that's not too cluttered. You don't want something that's too gaudy, cluttered in the background. Not everyone has a backdrop like this. You know, something like just a plain white wall, something, you know, before you saw my background, I didn't have too much. It was just a little bit to kind of dress it up. You don't want something too cluttered, too gaudy. It would be really great too if you have a blank white space in a wall. If you can set up behind that, that would be really great, or in front of that, that would really be a really great option. Lastly, you're going to want to stare at the camera. You're not going to want to stare at yourself. People have a tendency to stare at themselves, but when you stare at yourself, it makes you look like you're not looking directly at the camera. So you're going to want to, and you don't want to stare at the other people in there. I mean, you kind of want to look at them, but when you're talking and everything, you're going to want to stare directly into that little camera hole. That way it will make you look like you're making direct eye contact with them, just like you would when you're seeing them in person. So that's just a little tip and trick that I have to actually remember for myself. Sometimes I have a tendency to look down or look down at something, but I'm not talking to those things. When I'm on my camera, I'm talking to you all, so I need to make sure to look directly at the camera hole area. That way it makes me look like I'm making direct contact with you guys and talking directly to you guys. So that's a really great tip to make everyone think that you're directly talking to them, even though you are talking through a camera and you're not directly in person with them. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips and tricks were very helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I can definitely give more suggestions, more ideas, and also any looks you want to see or any other tips and tricks that you would like to find out, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to be able to provide things that my subscribers like they want to see, your something you want to see me do. I would love to be able to do it and give it back to you in return, so definitely leave those comments down below. But as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you made it to this video, and if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Bye guys.